So Harvey kind of presented the inventor side, the grassroots side of just what might be happening with architecture. And Sean Garman, who is our next presenter, is he does have nice hair. Sean is nice coat too. Sean is a licensed architect and a sustainable design leader for the Dallas office of Perkins and Will. For the past 12 years, Sean has focused his career in the higher education market with a specialty in areas science planning and laboratory design. Sean has furthered this laboratory expertise by completing the guidelines of laboratory design certificate program at Harvard School of Public Health. Sean's passion for sustainability is rooted in his education at Montana State University, where he received both his bachelor and master of architecture degrees. Sean just recently served a 2-year term as chair of the Events and Education Committee for the U.S. Green Building Council, the North Texas chapter, and is still active on the committee today. Sean currently sits on the board of the Dallas Architecture Forum and is a member of the American Institute of Architects Committee on the Environment. Welcome, Sean Garman.
Okay, so we saw Harvey's deal, kind of the low-tech version, and so one of the things about Perkins and Will tonight is we're a big corporate entity, right? We've got 27 offices around the world. We just launched Perkins and Will Canada, 4 offices throughout Canada, and so the good thing about that is we have the ability, I guess the privilege of doing a lot of research and a lot of funding opportunities that we've got into pushing sustainable design approach. And because we're big, we have the ability to change the marketplace. We have the power to do so. And so we're pushing sustainable design. We're at lead platinum projects all around the country, but we're not settling with that. We're going beyond that. These are some examples of market sectors that we're in. But what we really learned over the past few years is focus on kind of 4 core areas of sustainable design. Obviously, energy is a big concern, water is a big concern, and we're also looking at land use and materials. And that's really kind of what we're going to talk about tonight is material piece. And so, there we go, 4 core areas. And so each of these kind of 4 areas we've kind of dialed into and figure out how we can do better, how we can make buildings more efficient, more water-wise, more land use-wise, better land use-wise, and then more smarter with our materials. Because one of the things that we've learned is materials are in everything and they can be toxic. And it all kind of, the project that we started stemming from a project in New York where we finished the cancer center and the team was real excited, we're all proud, it's like, okay, right, it looks nice, it's not like a typical hospital, but wait a second, there's people going through treatment here that are sick, they're fighting cancer. And so we need to develop a way to design a building that doesn't have toxic chemicals off-gassing into patients that are already fighting cancer. So how can we do that? So our man Peter had this idea of like, let's do some research and figure out how we can know what to do and what materials that we can change. And so the cautionary list came around from the Johnson Foundation, the cautionary principle, and basically it aligned with the idea that we as designers should think about materials and align with the Prophetic Oath of first do no harm. So let's make cleaner, healthier buildings. Another study that we found back in 2005 that we found American Red Cross found 258 commonly used kind of building products are in the bloodstream of newborn babies, chemicals. So buildings kind of act like people, and so how we are engaging with our buildings is how we engage with our food process. So we absorb things through our skin, we absorb things through digestion, and as people, nowadays we spend 90% of our time indoors, so in confined spaces, less than great quality air. There's sealants in the ground on the floor. There's glues and things affecting us. And so we started looking at how we can design buildings that affect not only materials, but how materials affect the building, how the building affects the community, and then ultimately how the community will affect the ecosystem at large. So really pushing the idea beyond sustainable, beyond what's now called preventative design. So making a better positive impact of putting a building within a site, not a building on a site. So think about the building. Who's here to build a building for? There's a lot of products in there, right? A lot of materials to choose from. So what do we really know about these products? We specify things from rough construction like concrete to finished construction or finished materials like all the pretty stuff. But what do we really know about what's in them? I'm not really sure. So we started doing research to figure out really what is in them. And that's what the precautionary list came about. So we established a list of 25 known chemicals or substances that we were now going to exclude from all products that we specified. So we went through our library and removed all those products that we didn't have the option of choosing them. So this list helps us do that. And the list is kind of organized in a certain way that you can search it by material type, you can search it by hazard, you can search it by alphabetical name, or as we most often do through CSI divisions. And it tells you what it is, where it comes from, why it's bad, and then when we can, we offer substitutions or alternatives to use instead of those products. Some of the more common ones, PVC, urea formaldehyde, VOCs. Urea formaldehyde is probably the next one example because of working between the FEMA trailers and all the problems they're having there. And everyone has to buy a new car, right? We all buy new cars. We love that new car smell. It's all great. It's fun. Breathe it in. Yeah. Well, just remember that those are VOCs that are off-gassing from the heat plastics. That's what causes cancer. So next time you buy a new car, breathe that in and go, this is what cancer smells like. So a bunch of big companies have joined us in this effort, and so they've stopped producing products with some of their chemicals in it, and so they are helping us with that. But I think what the key thing about being a big corporation is that we can do things and give them for free to everyone. We learned this trick from Volvo back in the 60s that they created a 3-point safety harness on cars. They realized that's the safest thing for people to be driving around in. They thought, you know what? This is good. This is really good. Everyone should do this. So they just gave that to every other car manufacturer for free. So that's what we're doing with the precautionary list. It's up on the website. You Google it, precautionary list, and it comes up as the first thing that pops up. So that's how we are changing the
So are Michael and Ben here? I'm sorry, one. Yeah.